will going to discuss to you an overview of microbiology. Microbiology is simply defined as the study of microorganisms. So what is microorganism? Microorganism or microbes are too small to be seen in the naked eye that it needs microscope to view. Microbes are present everywhere. They are present around you and even inside you. The water you drink, the food you eat, and the air you breathe all contains microorganisms. And millions of microorganisms are found in our bodies, such as bacteria, in which they don't harm us, but instead they are the antibodies that help fight other bad bacteria. Microorganism includes bacteria, viruses, algae, protozoa, and fungi. Bacteria are single-cell microbes. They have simple cell with no nucleus and membrane-bound organelles. They only contain a single loaf of DNA. They freely live in the environment. Bacteria are classified into groups according to their shape. The cocci bacteria or spherical bacteria, the rad bacteria or the bacilli bacteria, the spiral bacteria or spirilla bacteria. Bacteria can multiply very rapidly through binary fission. Next is viruses. Viruses includes influenza or human virus, rhinovirus, which is also known as common colds. Virus can cause an infection to other organisms. They are considered as the smallest of all microbes. They are said to be small that 500 million of rhinovirus could fit onto the head of the pin. They are made up of core of genetic material, either DNA or RNA that's surrounded by a protective coat called capsid, which is made up of protein, and this protein is surrounded by an envelope. Algae is a eukaryotic cell, which it belongs to kingdom Protista. They are mainly aquatic organisms, either they live in fresh water or seawater. All algae contain pigment called chlorophyll, and they make their own food by photosynthesis. Protozoa. Protozoa is also a eukaryotic cell. They are unicellular organisms. They don't have cell wall, but they have membrane and visible cell structure. They don't undergo photosynthesis. Protozoan also cause diseases such as malaria and amoeba. And lastly, fungi. They can be unicellular or multicellular organisms. They are very beneficial to us and to environment. They use as food such as mushroom, which provide us protein and vitamin. And in agriculture, they can make the soil fertile. And the disadvantage is it can cause human diseases and plant diseases. The invention of microscope lead us to the discovery of microorganisms. As of today, we are using an advanced microscope such as scanning electron microscope and transmission electron microscope. It allows us to view microorganisms in a very detailed way. The significant people behind the discovery of microorganisms. Anthony van Leeuwenhoek, the first person to observe microorganisms using a single-lens microscope of his own design. Next is Louis Pasteur, who disproved the theory of spontaneous generation. Spontaneous generation believes that living organisms arose from non-living matter. He also said that microorganisms are responsible for food spoilage. Joseph Lister and Ignaz Semmelweis are the two scientists that came from different place and different field. They believe that infections are contagious. They propose a way to prevent it. In 19th century, a very important person named Robert Koch proposed a germ theory of disease. So what is germ theory of disease? This is an idea that tiny organisms called microbes cause an infectious disease that are easily passed among humans. The popular diagram to explain this theory is, for example, a sick animal. You will obtain a blood sample from this sick animal and then isolate this sample, and then after some time you can actually view it or observe it in a microscope. So if we take the same sample and use to culture this microorganism, we just let them grow, and when it's full grown, you will inject this sample to similar healthy animals. Then after some time, this should cause a disease, or this should cause the same disease as a sick animal have. This method was able Robert Koch to prove that anthrax was caused by a particular disease.